Rosa Kelly. Welcome back to the channel and welcome to a studio vlog. The first after a long time. I always want to do a studio vlog, kind of show you a typical day in the studio, but I can never find the perfect time. So today I decided, you know what, let's just roll with it. I'm just going to give you a behind the scene, show you what I'm working on, besides the videos that I put out there. So as you know, I have the YouTube channel, I have my Patreon, I have my website, and I'm also working on a new digital magazine. So I run a quarterly magazine where I show projects, step-by-step tutorials. So recently I've been working on that. And also I've been doing this new physical therapy program for my chronic pain that has been taking a lot of my daily normal crafting time. I've been going through this therapy from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. and like leaving my house at 7. It's been like a full-time job, so that's just it's very beneficial. I enjoy it so much. It's a full comprehensive program to manage your chronic pain, which involves nutrition class, tai chi, breathing meditation, yoga, physical therapy, kind of lectures on how your body works, like the nervous systems, sleep class. And I really am learning so much about my body, about the importance of eating well, how that relates to your chronic pain. I could talk about this for hours, so we're just gonna put that aside. But yeah, so my hours have been really concentrating on that. Today I'm going to show you a day in the studio. Today is Sunday. It is already 1 p.m. I had a really intense house cleaning session today, and I think it's finally time to be in the studio and start getting some things moving. So I have been working on blank books. As you know, on my website I sell these interactive blank books. So yesterday I do emboss my stamp on this book. So yesterday I have finished doing all the embossing last night, and I have a few books here, I have a few books behind me, and today goal number one is going to be to package all of these so these can go on the mail tomorrow morning, which is Monday. Love doing this. I enjoy crafting, of course. It's my business, but also my hobby and my way to relax. Also, I have been working on the magazine. I've been working on the summer edition, which is going to be releasing at the end of the month, hopefully sooner than that, but I've been very busy with the therapy. But here is one of the projects. I finished this one yesterday and I love it. It's kind of like a mini album journal memory keeping book. I use an envelope, one of those Amazon padded envelopes, to create the vase. So it has that cushiony quilting effect, even though it's all recycled materials. It's recycled paper, it's not fabric. And then of course a paper collection. This is, I think, by EcoPart, and I did some stitches. You see my sewing machine back there. I was stitching yesterday all of these, and I even stitched the signatures with the sewing machine. And because this is a magazine project, every step I do, I take a picture, and I also have a lot of pictures to edit and do the writing for the magazine tutorial. So I have a couple projects here. This is another one. I'm just gonna give it to you as a little sneak peek. This is a desk. I'm calling this a desk mini album because you can put it on your desk and it will be a beautiful display, but also a mini album. So today I'm gonna be packaging. I'm going to be doing at least 1 or 2 more projects for the magazine. I still need to do, I think, 4 more for the magazine. I like to create about between 6 and 8 projects, and then I gonna pick my favorites, and those are the ones that make it to the magazine. So a lot of steps on that. Then I went ahead and updated the website the other day, so I'm good on that. I added new mini album kits. I created a new bundle. A lot of people were asking me. I used to have, if you were following me for a long time, I used to have kits for mini albums, and you can get 1 kit a month or 2 kits a month or even 3. So you save a little bit more when you bundle. So I haven't offered the bundles in a long time because I have been kind of working with how I have been feeling because of my chronic pain and my grieving journey. So I stopped doing the bundles, and I was kind of just doing one video class depending on my availability on time, and and so I now went back to having the bundle kits, and I have 2 for this month. So I have that also on the back of my mind to start working on. So there's a lot, like I said, going on. I don't want to overwhelm you with all of these, but just kind of like a little catch up. I am enjoying some coffee right now. I am also learning how to drink coffee. Isn't that something that we don't really think about? Anyway, so I also have here, I'm gonna give you some little show and tell of these adorable collections. So I'm gonna be also trying to work on my subscription box. So every month I create a project for my subscription box, and this month, this is the collection for July. It is called Sweet Spring. Just love the really pastel colors. It's just so cute. I love this collection. Okay, let me show you the main pages. Look at that. Isn't that cute? Because I mean, I know it has bunnies and duckies, but I don't think it's very Easter-y. I mean, it could be, but I think it's just so pretty for like a garden party, and garden parties usually happen on the summer. And so anyway, and it's really cute. Look at this sweet little bunny. So this is the project that I am going to be working on for the subscription box, and these are all the ephemera little pieces. And then I also have the one for August, so I'm not ready to work on this yet, but I'll just give you a little peek. Look how cute. Like, this is so cute. Super excited. Look how cute. Oh my goodness, I love these really shabby chic, beautiful collections. These are by Prima. And anyway, so like I said, I'm gonna take you a little bit through my day, see how much we can get accomplished today. I feel like I used to be really good at time management, and I kind of lost my process a little bit in a way, dealing with all of life situations. But let's try to get the packages ready to go, and then we can do some crafting. So it's been about an hour and a half and I just finished packaging the orders. Packaging takes a long time, but also it's just so relaxing to do. I had a YouTube video on the background that I was watching and just making sure that I don't mix up the orders. I always put it on these poly, what do you call it, poly bags. I used to wrap my books on tissue paper, make it all beautiful before, but now I think it's better to put them on these plastic bags because it protects them from humidity. And you know, it's not raining now, it's summer, but sometimes I ship international and I always want to make sure the book is sealed, protected in case of anything happening, because you know, boxes get squished, boxes get wet, and even though I try to seal all the boxes as best as I can, I just want to make sure the books are always safe and protected. So these orders are going to Luis and to Yvette. So Yvette ordered quite a few books, so I had to split it into 2 shipping boxes. So thank you so much, ladies, and these are ready to go to the post office tomorrow. So yeah, so shipping is always relaxing. It takes a little bit of time, but you know, I enjoy the whole process, and I'm trying to do things with more intention. Before, it used to be something that stressed me out. That's why I didn't put a lot of things for like physical sale, because shipping will always stress me. Like I don't know how to ship and you know what boxes to get, and doing it throughout the years now I have like a system. I switched to the poly bags instead of the, you know, wrapping with tissue paper, because they're more, the books are more protected. I'm always trying different boxes, and I usually have different size boxes. Right now I ran out of my large boxes, so that's why I had to split one of the orders into 2, because I don't want to wait for the new boxes to get here, because that was going to take another 3 days. So I don't want to delay anymore. But yeah, so now I try to make things with more intention. I have kind of like a good setup for shipping now, so it's a lot easier. If you do products like these, try to maybe invest on something that works for you better. Like I usually used to print my orders on just a piece of paper, but ever since I invested on my label maker, or you know, the shipping labels that come with a sticker that come exactly to the right size, it is just so much easier than printing and cutting and taping all around. Even though it is it's not difficult to do, you'd be surprised how time consuming it is. It can be, and it just gets a lot easier when you have the right tools, because I used to hate packaging, but now it's not too bad. I enjoy the process and I relax a little bit while doing it. So as I was doing that, I was running some laundry. So Sundays I always do my bedding, and that is now ready to go. So I don't want to wait to dry my sheets, so I'm just gonna run the dryer, which means I'm not really gonna be recording, but I'm gonna be working on the next magazine project. So next in the list is going to be a new magazine project. So I have an idea of what I want to do, and I just have to go to my kind of storage of paper and find kind of the collection that will go with the idea that I have. I have quite a lot of paper that I have accumulated throughout the years, and it's good to have kind of like that bank in reserve instead of going to the craft store or stalking websites to see what I want to work on. I just go to my little section of paper and pick something that goes a little bit with the idea that I have. And even sometimes when I don't have a lot of ideas, I go there and I see collections that I want to play with, and then the idea comes to me. So it works both ways. But anyway, that is going to be next in the list. So let's work. Okay, so here is the next collection I'm going to be using for the magazine. So I wanted to do a recipe book, and looking through my papers, how perfect is this collection, especially for a summer recipe book, because it's so happy and colorful. So that is what I'm going to be playing with. You might hear the washer right now. I started a new load because I realized my dog's bed smells bad, and you know, Sundays is refreshing cleaning. So Usually I'm not vlogging, so I apologize for the noise, but I feel like these things really need to get done on the weekend, otherwise they don't get done during the week. And so anyway, that's why, working on magazine projects, working on blind books are just the perfect projects to kind of relax on a Sunday as you do some chores and you are not actively recording or worried about the noise, where the girls are doing some cleaning in the patio. And so we're just gonna do a little bit of this while we work on some home stuff, and then also we're gonna be going out in a little bit because it is Sunday and the girls want to get out of the house. I wish I could craft all day, all night, even on the weekends, but yeah, it's not the case for everybody in the house. So I'm gonna be starting with this project and then probably taking a break, going out with the girls, and then come back and work on this some more. Hey guys, so it is now 7 p.m. So I went out with my daughters for a couple hours and then we had a dinner, and now we're all relaxing and I am back in the craft room. It was so warm out there. It was kind of like no sun but humid. So excuse me if I look like a mess, but anyway, so before we left I finished the base for what is going to be a recipe book. This could be a recipe book but also just a regular mini album, but I have some features here that are gonna be very useful for a recipe book. Like I have this belly band so I can hang and really look at what I am doing. I plan on doing meal planning for these recipe books, so on the first page I want to be able to put what the meal plan is for the week, and that's why I have this belly band so I can easily take out that page and add the one for the next week, and always have that at the beginning of the book. And I did that same for all the signatures. I want to do like grocery list. So if this week this is the meal plan, I want this to be the grocery list. It'll be so helpful because I've been struggling with the meals and coming up with ideas, and then sometimes I have an idea but I don't have what I need. The struggle of trying to figure out what to cook every single day for the rest of your life. Isn't that sad to think of? But anyway, so I am going to now be decorating. So the next part of this process, and this took me a while because when I do projects for the magazine, every step I take a picture and I write down what I did on the side so I can remember when I'm editing the picture and doing the write-up for the magazine. I can easily remember, because otherwise I will forget measurements and it's hard to remember. So usually when I do a video tutorial, it's a lot faster because I just go with the flow of the video. But for magazine, yeah, I have to like move a step, move an inch, take a picture, and then kind of like write it down, move an inch, so anyway, so now the next part is going to be decorating with this really pretty collection. Again, it is a recipe but also it has different things. The next thing, oh, I love these piece here that says recipes. But anyway, so what I'm gonna do next is work on decorating the book, and for that I don't really take pictures step by step, so I can sit and relax for a little bit. And I'm also really like thirsty and tired from walking outside on the heat. But what I want to do is use my sewing machine and stitch all around. Use some black stitching to just make some outlines. So that usually takes a long time, but it's okay because today is Sunday and the weekly show that I watch is out, so I've been looking forward to that. I watch House of Dragon. If anybody watches that, let me know. So this is like my relaxing time, so I'm gonna put on the show and start decorating the book and using my sewing machine, going all around and see how far I can go. Usually now, again, using the sewing machine, it takes a while, so that's okay. I'm not really trying to rush on today because it is Sunday after all, so it needs to be a balance of crafting, relaxing. That is the update for right now. I'm gonna be decorating this book and then I'll show you how it looks in a little bit. Hey guys, so it is the end of the day and I just wanted to close out the vlog. So I did finish working on this project. Look how pretty these turned out. I love the colors of this collection and I think it's gonna be a really useful tool for me, but also I'm excited to share this for the magazine. So me and the girls ended up going to Target to pick up some ice cream and some cat food that we needed for this week, and that just took the rest of the evening. It is now 10 p.m. so I'm gonna go get ready for bed, and I'm going to be editing the pictures that I took from this project, but that is something that I'll probably do after I shower and I relax and I just get in bed, and I might do that or I might save it for tomorrow. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the vlog. Sadly, we didn't get to work on this project here. Also, I was keeping an eye out on my Patreon because I recently posted a video showcasing the newest digital collection. Sorry, it's hard to see with the lighting. And I asked for my Patreon members. I gave them options for the project, and I think everybody mostly voted for the folio option. So I'm going to be making a folio with this new collection, which is called Hello Summer. So if you haven't seen it, it is a collection for Patreon, and I do have a walkthrough on Patreon. It is a free video. You don't need to join Patreon or anything, or you can join Patreon as a free member to be able to kind of see the sneak peeks of the collections and just kind of interact with me a little bit more if you would like to do that, and tell me your suggestions. What do you want me to do on the next projects and so on. So I'll be working with that this week. I hope you guys enjoy this vlog. Kind of a bit of a on and off because, you know, it's the weekend, so I still want to do a little bit of crafting, but of course enjoy some time with my girl. I'm gonna let you go get ready for bed and try to edit this video also so I can share this with you guys. I hope that you had a beautiful weekend as well, and I hope that you again enjoy the vlog. Let me know if you want to see more behind the scenes here on the studio, and I will see you guys on the next one.
I know it's nothing new, but it's so good to see you